The FBI calls this one of the worst hacks that they've seen. And the hacker, a 20-year-old college student, says he knew he was addicted to what he was doing and would have never stopped if the FBI hadn't come to his dorm room to arrest him.
I was addicted to hacking. That gave me the most natural high ever.
From behind his computer in his dorm room at Assumption College in Massachusetts, Matthew Lane orchestrated a sophisticated hack, impacting up to 60 million students and teachers who use PowerSchool. Lane, who was interviewed by ABC News, explains his motivation.
Greed, for one. Two, deep down, I had a deep disdain for myself. And honestly, the things I was around and doing, but I couldn't stop.
Lane grew up in the small town of Clinton, Massachusetts, and says he was drawn to the lavish lifestyle he saw hackers living.
I want that. And then that's what leads you down to the path of greed.
He says he learned to code around age 13 and got into hacking through one of the world's most popular gaming platforms, Roblox.
It's a very toxic and edgy corner of the internet.
Lane, who is now 20, was sentenced in October of 2025 to 4 years in prison for hacking into PowerSchool's networks and extorting the company for ransom. He says he felt relief when the FBI pounded on his dorm room door with a warrant.
I'm thankful for them, because I would have never stopped.
News 9 Investigates has learned more than 9,000 students and teachers here in New Hampshire may have had their names, contact information, and limited medical alert information accessed during that breach. Court documents say Lane threatened to leak PowerSchool's data if they didn't pay $2.85 million in Bitcoin.
It's easy money, even though it's dirty. As a young kid, you're like, I'm gonna do that. And that's how I fell into it.
PowerSchool software is used by several districts in New Hampshire, including Bedford.
We use it to take attendance. We use it for grade reporting. We use it for progress reports. So it's all of our student information and data is stored in that system.
Bedford Superintendent Michael Fournier says PowerSchool notified them of the breach in January of 2025. He says none of the Bedford students or teachers had their Social Security numbers compromised.
New Hampshire has some of the strongest privacy laws in the nation. And in order for us to engage with a company like PowerSchool, they sign a comprehensive data privacy agreement.
After the hack, PowerSchool offered 2 years of identity protections to students and teachers involved. But according to the FBI, the impact of this hack could last decades.
One of the worst I've seen here when you talk about financial impact and you talk about the forever impact that these students and faculty will have for the rest of their life.
My social interactions with people.
Lane spoke to ABC News before reporting to prison and says he's always struggled with his mental health and now expresses remorse for the people he has impacted.
I took their sense of security and being. I want to take accountability for everything I've done, for everything I ever did.
A class action lawsuit has also been filed, which includes a minor from Claremont as the plaintiff. The lawsuit seeks damages and 10 years of monitoring. If you'd like to see Matthew Lane's full story, tune into Nightline tonight at 12:35, right after Jimmy Kimmel Live. In the studio for News 9 Investigates, Alana Flood.
Now, News 9 Investigates did reach out to PowerSchool and Roblox for a comment. PowerSchool saying in part, quote, PowerSchool takes the responsibility to protect student data privacy and to act responsibly as data processors to schools and districts extremely seriously, end quote. PowerSchool declined to say how many current and former students and teachers were ultimately impacted.
And Roblox telling News 9 Investigates it's taking steps to deal with cybercrime, including hiring a team to secure its systems and cutting-edge anti-cheat systems.